I literally fell on the floor. I'm not even lying to you because I came late to the video. I apologize, people, because these lies take a lot of time to be made. So it takes a lot of time. I really apologize. And also, when I was watching the match, I thought job is done 2-0 when Brighton scored that goal. And the last 4 minutes, I fell on the floor and the television was going on. I was down on the absolute marble, absolute cold, and I could not even get up until the full time was going on because this was worrying. It was worrying. It was tough. But finally, we got the job done. We did a double over Brighton. Take Brighton fans and your absolutely ungrateful crowd to the players. You're booing to our players. Ungrateful, pathetic. And I'm so happy to beat these lot. Second win against them this season in the Premier League and 3 wins overall. 4 wins if you include preseason. I won't be this shameless. And Pochettino again does double over De Zerbi. So again, that's here and a very big win. But I think we have a lot more to discuss. It's not taking it. De Zerbi is a good manager, but a lot more to discuss today because this win today was a really, really special one. In the comments is Ryan Nater. Do subscribe to his channel. He's a fantastic channel. And coming out of the game, again, people, it was Cole Palmer, sensational Palmer, getting the first goal. It was becoming a really difficult game at start, end-to-end stuff. We were creating chances, they were creating chances, and it was looking like a tough day in the office. And Cucurella puts a great cross in, but it's all about the finish. That finish by Cole Palmer, that's world class. That's world class. Even some strikers might not be able to put it so accurately. That was a beautiful header by Palmer, whether it is left foot, right foot, curling, blasting in the back of the net, or a header. This man can miss nothing. Sensational Cole Palmer, and he guesses the scoring. After that, it was a competition between Jackson, Palmer, and especially Jackson to just destroy every move and not get the second goal. But finally, Nkunku was there. Malo Gusto puts a great cross in, and Nkunku makes it 2-0. And after the job was done, we could have been 3-0 up, but again, just we could not convert our chances. But in the end, Brighton got a goal, but we held on and we got a victory. This victory means a lot because now we are very close to qualify for Europe. We are very close now on the verge. With Manchester United doing us a favour and beating Newcastle, we have 60 points. Newcastle at 57, Manchester United at 57. United, because of the goal difference, are done dusted. We just need a draw against Bournemouth to secure a 6th spot and get a guaranteed European spot. Even if United beat City in the final, we'll still be in the Conference League. But now coming to the serious stuff, we still have an outside chance of finishing 5th. If Tottenham lose to Sheffield United, which Tottenham can always pull out something out of the bag on goal difference, we can finish over Tottenham and we can finish 5th. 2 months back, we were 12th in the league. We lost to Wolves 2-4. From there to now being over Manchester United, Newcastle, 3 points behind Spurs, sitting in 6th. It's been a great recovery of the season. It's a second away consecutive victories in a row. It's a 4th consecutive victory in a row. 13 points in the last 5 games. Since the second half against Aston Villa, everything in a campaign has turned around. Injured players are coming back. And Nkunku getting massive goals. Sterling getting us an equalizer against Nottingham Forest. Jackson chipping in with the goal. Palmer being sensational. And the whole team just being outstanding. And now Malo Gusto is back after an injury. And he shows you his importance and what an important player this man is. That cross to Nkunku, absolutely superb. And big up to Abhishek bhai. Thank you so much, Abhishek bhai. Your support really means a lot, bro. Big up my brother. And brother, it's a very, very big win for us today. It's a really big win. Second consecutive away match in a row. And we've won it. Brighton, Nottingham Forest. 2 grounds which are not that easy to visit. You can ask Manchester City. You can ask many clubs in the world. These are not easy places to go. To go away to Brighton, Forest, come out with 2 victories in a row. Overall, we have got 13 points in the last 5 games, 7 points in the last 3 away games. And bro, I want to go on a rant which I'll go later in the video because these refs are an embarrassment. For me, Luco, bro, I did not want to start on the referees because it just spoils your mood and just destroys the whole going of the video because these refs are in disgrace and they have been this disgrace for a long time. How did Lamptey not get sent off is an embarrassment. It's an absolute embarrassment. And he was a guy who was on the verge of changing the game. Lamptey was one of the best players for Brighton today. And if he got sent off, we would have put at least 4 to 5 past this lock today. If he was the one who sent off today, no Danny Welbeck is coming on the pitch. We are 5-0 up at that time. Absolutely pathetic. And big up Ryan Nader. People do go subscribe to his channel. Fantastic content creator. And big up bro. And I'm going to thank Manchester United as well. Because Manchester United have done us a massive favor. And Pedro also. Pedro is an absolute cheap man. Like this man, like I like him as a player. But this man is like, he's such bad on the field. This man is an absolutely pathetic sportsman. He's really bad on the field. But don't want to go really onto it because I still believe he's a good player. But I do believe that James should have been better for me. James, that was poor, man. That was poor from Reece James. See, I can't defend Reece James here. That's poor. The way he kicked out, I think that's very poor from James. And he was setting himself up for a red card. So that's poor by James. But the referees are an embarrassment. Lamptey should have been sent off and the game could have been easy. But there's no point talking about referees. These are idiots. These are fools. These are the biggest idiots sitting in the most privileged position in the world with no accountability. If I'm working in a company and I don't work well one day, I could be sacked. There's no accountability for these referees and the life is very easy. Europe is on the way and that is the biggest part to discuss in the video. That now we are guaranteed a European qualification, whether it's a Conference League, Europa League, we are guaranteed to play in the Europe next season. So that's a really big positive. 2 months back, we could not imagine we'll be back in the Europe. But being very honest, I do see us play in the Europa League. With all due respect to Manchester United, I just can't see them beat Manchester City. And still there's an outside chance then Tottenham pull out the Spursy thing we know they can and lose to Sheffield on the final day. We beat Bournemouth and we get Europa League football. It will be massive. I can somehow understand in this case, but yeah, he needs to know. But yeah, I understand he was frustrated because James is coming back after serious injury and that man was trying to injure him again. But I think as a captain, you need to act better. That's the reality. And that was not the first time Reece was the captain. Absolutely. He's a captain of the team and this is very good point by Abhishek Bhai that he's a captain in the team now. We expect better from players like Thiago Silva. We expect better from players who are captain of the team. Yes, James is not that old, but old is something that doesn't define the age. He's a senior player. Everybody looks up to him in the dressing room. He should have known better. He should have known better. I understand he was angry. He's coming back after an injury. João Pedro is an absolute naughty idiot, but I think he should have done better. João Pedro was playing with him. João Pedro got what he wanted. And we, in the end, we could easily have even drawn 2-2. The last some minutes, Brighton, that guy, Barco, oh my goodness. Where do Brighton find these gems? Barco, my goodness. This Barco guy was absolutely amazing. What an absolute amazing player that Brighton player was. Big up to him. Argentine talent. Another great player Brighton have found. So thank you, Brighton. Hopefully in 2 years' time, we can take him for cheap. But overall, being very honest, Reece James in the end, that could have been very costly for us. I love Reece, but it could have been very, very costly. 4 wins on the bounce now. We have done this. Poch, what is he cooking? I think, to be really honest, Poch has done fantastically well in the recent games. But I think it's also because of the unity that's in the dressing room under Poch. See, one thing we all can agree, even when we were not going through good times, is the players never down their tools in this manager. This has been something which has been very much recurring in the Chelsea history, where the players go down if they don't like a manager and don't play for him. For the players to keep fighting for Pochettino, for the players to still always say good things about him, it only shows that he's loved by the players. And in the end, Arsenal defeat 5-0. I thought this is the end of Pochettino. This is the end of Chelsea. This is the end of Todd Bowley, Iqbali project. But after that, the turnaround shows that these players care for this batch, and that's the most important thing. Poch has changed it around. Cucurella now in the inverted role. Chalobah is back. Bardeshell is playing really well. You've got Reece James back on the pitch. And Nkunku back now. Sterling back now. Malagusto back now. Yukichukwu back now. Everything right now for us is falling into the place. And it's a really good end to the season. And they're specifically scouting South American. Absolutely, bro. And I think this man was such a good player. Man, like left back, the crosses he was putting in were delicious. The crosses he was putting into the box were absolutely delicious. The one he put for Gross, where Gross was inches away, I can't even blame any defender. That was stunning. And in the end, he was inches away again to put it 2-2. We should have done better in the end, but that's what football is. Once you can see the goal in the 97th minute, everything goes to tatters. That's where I think we can do better. But again, I'm so proud of the side. They could have given up. They could have thrown it away, but no, they held on in the quarter points. These things are really important for this young team. And big up, as my brother Abhishek Bhai was saying, Caicedo. This man deserves his praise. The thing is, because he's a 115 million signing, it's very easy to go after him, criticize him. Oh, Moses Caicedo, he's 115 million. Chelsea should have signed someone else. Chelsea have signed in Japan and the Chelsea have fished 220 million. That's what rivals say. Because rivals don't watch our matches. See, very honest, and I'm respectful of my all rivals, but most of the rivals don't watch Chelsea matches. And this is why when they see the match, they one match, they think, Caicedo is a poor signing, NJ Fernandez is a poor signing, but they don't see our matches. They don't see how good Caicedo has been since January. The media, they just want to earn the money, the articles, get the clicks and everything. They don't care about the person's mental health. They don't care about the way he's playing. They don't care about it. And that's a reality. That's a business. They earn the money by that. So I can't blame them. Caicedo has been fantastic for us since January. He has been playing consistently, putting an 8-7, 8-7, 8-7 displays out of 10. His passing has been really good. His defending has been really good. His interceptions, his intelligence has all been really good. But because he plays for Chelsea, because he's a big signing, he just cannot be praised. And that's the reality. You will never hear praise of Caicedo anywhere in the media, anywhere from rivals, because he's just a big money signing and they will never praise it. But then they will cry to praise Kai Havertz. They will cry to praise all signings. And I'm being very respectful here. Big up to Arsenal. But overall, the other clubs' fans, they praise their big signings. But I've seen no praise for Caicedo. I've only seen this guy get abused, criticism, laughed upon by everyone. Liverpool fans, not won a title. They're seeing what they're missing. They have been laughing at Caicedo. You go on to some other fans in other clubs really going on, my player is better than Caicedo, this and that. When you see Caicedo, you know what his quality is. It was always going to take him time to settle, but now you're seeing what he's doing, and he's a fantastically class player. And that brings me to the next one. And United also got what they wanted against Newcastle. Fully, bro. I think, see, for me, United, bro, for United, it's about building to the final. You've got Lisandro back now. Varane could be back for the final. I think it's a big positive for you. Rashford is back. Bruno is back. And I think if you can do what you did against Arsenal, defend well and counter, you can hurt this Manchester City side. I just feel the quality in Manchester City is too much for United, but overall, it's a bit positive for you. But the thing for me, United, bro, is your European qualification hope is gone. Like, that's over, brother. For Manchester United, the European hope is over because the goal difference is really bad. The +1 or 0 goal difference, I think, is sadly over for you in terms of European qualification, but you can beat City in the final and get Europa League, and hopefully you don't do that because that will take our place away. And let's see what Tottenham do. But people, please do smash a like and subscribe and participate in the chat and let me know your thoughts, fellow Blues, on the victory, because this one was a massive victory and a test of character for this team. That takes me to the next one to discuss, and that is Palmer. Like, people in the chat, let me and tell me the words you want to describe Cole Palmer with, and I'm absolutely open to any words you can bring out because I'm absolutely out of word on this guy. He's an unbelievable player, world class. And see, I want to have a full screen here. If I hope you don't mind it. I want to have a full screen here, and I'm going to go at people who were saying Cole Palmer should not be even in the top 10 category of the player of the year. Are you joking? Are you joking? Are you high? I'm being very respectful. Are you high? This man has single-handedly kept Chelsea in the top 6 in the league. We will not even be 11th, 10th, 9th if there was no Cole Palmer. This man at this age, coming from Manchester City, did not play a lot of Premier League football, did not play a lot at high-level football, coming into a team that's absolutely young. He's not like, see, I love Bukayo Saka. I love Bukayo Saka to absolute bits. And even as a rival, I respect him. But Bukayo Saka plays with Martin Odegaard. He plays with Ben White, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice. Cole Palmer came into a scattered team, scattered individual, scattered manager, a team with no identity, a team with no bone, and he came here and like a leader, he has been leading us this whole season, scoring. He's scoring for penalties. He's scoring penalties in 98th minute when some of our guys will even pee their pants really hitting that. Along with that, he's been scoring long ranger goals from his weaker foot, right foot, scoring absolute bangers, winning the game on his own, and again today, scoring absolutely wonderful goal from his header, which even some strikers will be proud of. His assist, you go to the Nottingham Forest match, the erase for Mudryk. So many things he's done this season. He is truly a magical player, and I'm not saying he should win player of the year, but he should be a young player of the season, and he should at least be in the top 3 nominees. For me, I understand if City win the title, their player will get it. If Arsenal win the title, their player will get it. But if you think that Cole Palmer should not be in the top 5 nominees to win the player of the year, I don't know what you're smoking. And I'm being very, very real in this. With all due respect, I don't know what you're smoking, people. And coming on to the next one now, and the slide, and he's back now. Coming on now to a big one, that is Nkunku. And I'm so happy to see this guy back on the pitch because I love him to bits. He's a really, really good signing. He's a really, really good player. But sadly, the injuries have never helped to elevate his Chelsea career. And that's been the reality. The injuries have just been a massive problem for us to go forward, because Nkunku is a class player, class individual, can play multiple roles, left wing, striker, number 10. He's a really, really good player on the ball. He's a clever player, good in front of goal, clinical, clever, and a very nice player and good on the ball. The injuries never helped. He came back, he got a goal against Liverpool, played 1 or 2 games, and then again got injured. He's back, he looks fully fit, and he came today, and I think I have to give Pochettino a lot of credit, because I thought he was going to bring on Sterling. He brought Nkunku on, and that was perfect. Nkunku this game toyed with Brighton. He was outstanding. If Nicholas Jackson had a bit of his passing boots on, Nkunku would have got a hat trick, because Nkunku was in so many good positions today. He was really good today, getting into the right position, cutting inside, making the right passes, making the right decision. And then Malo was to cross. He was in the right position, right time, and did not miss his chance. Nkunku is fantastic, and to see this guy back on the pitch is really, really good. I'm so happy to see this guy back on the pitch. He's an absolutely talented player. He's really good. He's not young, but he's not old in any way. He still has his prime to reach. He's a really, really good player, and I'm so happy to see him back. I'm so happy, and a very, very big goal today, which most probably has secured us a Europa League spot for the next season, which is really massive for the club. And that takes me to the next one. Caicedo, he has been shutting his doubters down, and that's been the reality. Every person really goes and they don't analyze Caicedo's performance, and they talk about Moses has not been that great, Caicedo has been the flop. If you really think that, I have no words for you, because Caicedo has been absolutely sensational. He has been absolutely sensational. Since January, this guy has put in regular 7 to 8 or 10 performances, and in between a 6, a 6, a 7, a 8. That's how good Caicedo has been. He was again today fantastic. He was fantastic against Nottingham Forest. He was fantastic against Tottenham. He has been fantastic since January. He has had some really, really good games. Today again, his passing was on the point. His tackling was on point. His interception was on point. And when he doesn't have to play a lone DM, which Pochettino was absolutely fumbling with playing him earlier in the season, when Caicedo plays to his normal position, that is a box-to-box, he is fantastic. He is fantastic, and today he defended really well, attacked really well. He was good on the ball. He again and again allowed Brighton to have a dominance in the midfield, and we were really good in midfield today. With Caicedo and Gallagher, we dominated the midfield, and that's a really big part of the side. A massive praise to each and every player, because I think they really, really put their hearts out today. We defended really well for most of the game. We just gave a really, really poor goal away in the end. We defended really well. We attacked really well. We countered really well. And that is the most important thing. And Pochettino double over De Zerbi, and this is no aim at anyone. I really, really rate De Zerbi. I think he's a good young manager. He still has a lot to do. But I've been always saying, and this is not because of the losses, I've been overall saying this season that with De Zerbi, many people just keep saying, bring De Zerbi, it will still take time. De Zerbi is no guarantee that a club is going to be back to good heights. It's going to take time. And again, this season, Poch has done a double over De Zerbi. He has beaten him 3 times. 3 times this season, he has beaten them. Carabao Cup, Premier League here. And in all these 3 matches, we have scored 6 goals against Brighton. We have been really good. And Poch in all these 3 games has outsmarted De Zerbi. So again, this is not anything against De Zerbi. He's a very, very good young manager. He still has a lot of way to go in this game. But if we think he's a solution to Chelsea problem, or he's this world-class top manager, he's not that. He's really, really not that. And Poch has done a double over him. And I think in both the games in the end, we could have won more comfortably. Today, if the referee had some bottle, if VAR was at least in use today, which I have to say, if VAR was working today, Lamptey is red carded, we win 3 or 4-0. And nobody even talks about that. Most of our victory this season, bar the Carabao Cup game against Brighton, have been comfortable victory. And Poch deserves his credit to absolutely outmuster De Zerbi again on the 3rd occasion this season. And that brings me to the next one. That's another big one. That is Malo Gusto. What an absolutely fantastic player. Like, we haven't missed Reece James this season, and that really, really says a lot. When Chelsea fans are not missing Reece James, when Chelsea fans believe so much in a player, you know that this player has to be absolutely sensational. What a player. What an absolute player Malo Gusto is today. At so many occasions, this man, he handled Edinburgh really well. Yes, 2 or 3 opportunities he got behind by. Yes, with the opportunity, he was done badly. But I was so proud of Malo Gusto today. He attacked really well. He defended really well. I think the cross he put for Chris Nkunku, this man, what a signing. This man, what a signing. If you want to talk about one of the best signings this season, it has to go to Palmer, but then Gusto also comes really close to it. And I'm not just meaning for Chelsea, I mean all around the Premier League, because he has been absolutely sensational for the money we signed him. Top player, Malo Gusto, top cross, attack really well, defense well. He still has a long way to learn. He still has a long way to improve in his defensive game. But this man is already showing the talent he has, the talent he possesses. With time, with patience, you will see this man dominating for us. And Reece James, if you keep getting this red card, he's in for a massive competition with Malo Gusto next season, because this man doesn't deserve to be dropped out of the side. That's my opinion. And coming to the next one now, that is Chalobah and Bardeshili, and I think they defended really, really well today against a side that is still over a very, very good side at home. They still can score a lot of goals. I think bar that one in the end where Brighton just got the goal from nowhere, I think we were by far the better side. Chalobah, Bardeshili put in the last dish tackles, put their board in the line. I think Chalobah and Bardeshili were both really solid, especially Chalobah. I think some of the tackles Chalobah did, the maturity he showed, the way he was communicating with other players, getting them in the right position. Seeing Trevor Chalobah back makes me the most happy because I love him to bits. I've always loved Trevor Chalobah, and seeing him in the team really, really makes me happy. But along with that, I have to say Bardeshili, he's regaining confidence, and Bardeshili was again absolutely fantastic today again. He's finding his consistency, and he deserves the praise for that. Please, my beautiful, beautiful 5 people in the chat, please like the video so more people can join, share, subscribe, and participate in the live chat, because all your support to this channel really, really means a lot. And now, coming on to the next one, that is to talk about Cucurella shut Brighton fans up, and see from the starting minute, he and Caicedo were absolutely booed, absolutely embarrassed, criticized. They were absolutely booed. But overall, this man shut Brighton fans up. He shut the unloyal Brighton fans, ungrateful Brighton fans, and he absolutely cooked them. Really happy with Marc Cucurella again. Played in the inverted role. Yes, 1 or 2 times he was done by Edingra, but who doesn't? Edingra is a fantastic player, but Cucurella still defended well. He put his body on the line. He put a fantastic cross for Cole Palmer. Really happy with Marc Cucurella today. Really, really happy. And this is the same guy who got booed by the fans, and now he's being loved by the fans. And that's the way you change the mind of your fans, and that's the reality. Coming to the next one is a big one, and that is Nico Jackson. And Nico Jackson is a fantastic player. I've always said he's not much of a goal scorer right now, but he's a brilliant footballer. And I think at so many occasions today, Jackson did well. So many occasions today, Jackson did well. He made some really good passes. He got in the right position. He's still a player that holds the ball really, really well. So I think there were so many things he did really well. There were so many things that he did really, really well, Nico Jackson. But again, the problem with Nico Jackson is a final output in any phase of the field. Today, there were so many opportunities to make good passes, and he made the wrong decision. The pass to Nkunku was simple. He missed it. So this is where Jackson has to improve. He was really, really good in the game, but he made some really, really poor decisions in the final third. And this is why I have to say he was not at his best today. He was not at his best, but still, I don't think we can play this well without Nico Jackson. He's still a really important player in the side to help us play the way we want. I'm so sorry, people, but I'm literally it's 3:30 in my place. I have to go to work. I'm feeling so sleepy, so bear with me. Like, subscribe, and support the fan channel. And with this Cucurella new role suits the team better also for him as a pure left back. Man can code a lot, but if we do play more like this, Chile's in big trouble. I think Chile's in overall big trouble. I think he's a player that's getting to the wrong side of the age, big wages, injuries are not solvable. I won't be surprised if Bo really part with him. So this is why I think he has no anger to be really fishing down, because I still don't think he's going to start. Like Ben Chilwell, when he was fit, the manager played him left wing. The manager played him on the left side. So that's what the manager was doing with Ben Chilwell. So I won't be surprised, to be really honest, bro. I will not be really surprised with Ben Chilwell leaving this summer. And I think absolutely, this is where Jackson needs to do better. I think he needs to be more calm in front of goal, confident, and go for the right decision. Sometimes what happens is he knows there's a place free, but he still won't go for that. and that's where he has to improve himself. And now, coming to the next slide, and which is this one, war is a disgrace. And this is why I was saving this moment for the last. War is an absolute disgrace. How in the world did you not get them out? How in the world did Tariq Lamptey not get a red card? How can you really do that? How can VAR say there's no conclusive evidence when each and every one of us can see on the smart TV, digital TV, simple TV, slapping TV? We all can see that, but these ignorant fools cannot see that. And then again and again, I just can't say about the VAR. Jackson for me did not do much, but the goal was disallowed. I think these are just an awful referees. And yes, the Premier League is scrapping VAR, but what's the benefit? When these referees are in charge, they're still going to make wrong calls. When these referees are in charge, they're still again going to be in the power. There's not going to be no accountability. So what's the really benefit, to be honest? What's the really benefit? VAR was an absolute disgrace today. It was an absolute disgrace the way Chelsea got cheated in the earlier minutes. Lamptey should have been sent off. And that was like 10th, 11th, 12th, I believe, minute of the game. Is really embarrassing for the player. And overall, I think is really, really embarrassing. And that takes me, bin this ref, we need better. Fully agreed, bro. But I think they won't. English media is really, really bad, bro. Right? English media, English authorities, they are really bad, bro. They don't give a damn. They're really, really bad. And I think they won't try to improve these referees. They're so egoistic. They think they are the best. And this is why they will never, ever do it. And that's the reality. And coming to the next one, Chelsea player rating. So please, my beautiful human beings, each subscribe button on the channel can really, really help a lot of people. Please hit the subscribe button. It's just below. Put the live chat off. Put the subscribe button on. Click on the thumb button. It really helps a lot in supporting the channel, my beautiful human being. Not once and twice. And Pedro, you distracted player. How was he not sent off also? Absolutely, bro. But again, that's with this referee today. There were so many times where our players got a yellow card, but Brighton's players like Louis Turk, other players making tackles, they never got a yellow card. I think this referee was biased. He did not care if you do something. But because the painting work was going on, he had no trust overall. And this is why he took advantage, and that's the way he's been going. I think they should be held accountable, bro. They should be held accountable. They should have been held accountable from the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. But that's a footballing world full of corruption. And that is why they never see what really has to be right. They just never see that. They're just building commission and money. And that's what's been really the reality. First of all, coming to the Jordi Petrovic. I think he has to be 7. He made a really, really good save. He made an absolutely fantastic save. Along with that, I have to say his cross claiming today in such a big game was really, really good. His cross claim today was fantastic. So many times we could have been under pressure, and he comes in and he saves us. So I have to go with a 7. Please, people, do it me your player rating for Emmy Martinez in the middle. It's really, really going to mean a lot. And do subscribe and like to the channel. Your all support goes a long way in helping the channel. And that takes me to the next one. That is coming on. Tomorrow goes 20 has to be a rating of 8. I think again, not just with the assist. He was defensively doing fine. He was attacking really well. And I think, to be really honest, this man, even if Reece James comes back fully fit, I think even then, he's going to be massive how he can take his place. Because this man has been absolutely outstanding. He has been absolutely outstanding the way he's been doing things. So that's a reality for me. That's a big, big reality. I think Malo Gusto again putting a really good crossing for Nico Jackson. And that has been his quality, which we all have known for a very, very long time. Coming on to the next player, rate is Trevor Chalobah. And he was fantastic today. Whether the last his tackles, whether putting a body on the line, whether being aware of his surrounding, this man, sensational. He defended so well today. And I am literally so proud of him. He's really, really good. He's got all the ability. And Trevor Chalobah was a big part of why we were able to keep Brighton just 1 goal. And that brings me to the centre-back pairing. That's Bardeshile, and again, Bardeshile was good as well. Bardeshile has now found his consistent performances. He's defending really well. And the team is just now going in a really, really light way. Do you think we need another keeper? Or Chelsea are looking for one or keep the same marks we already have 3 goalkeepers. Slonina, and then you got Sanchez, then Petrovic. So we already have three goalkeepers. I'll rather loan one of them to the championship to get experience, and then we can see what happens with Gabriel overall. Because right now it's absolutely stacked. My bro, Luca bro is absolutely stacked. And Badashali for me has to be a 7. Please, people in the chat, do let me know your play rating, subscribe to the channel, and do let me know your opinions, people, because your each and every opinion, it really, really, really means a lot to me. And Marco Correa today for me played really well in front of the crowd, who was abusing him, who was criticizing him, who was absolutely going at him. I think Mark Cucurella really, really had a really good game today. Really, really good game, Mark Cucurella. Not one of the best, but I think he still did defensive work really well. He made a fantastic cross for Cole Palmer. So this is why I'm giving him a 7. And now coming on to another one. Moses Caicedo, absolutely solid. Absolutely solid. Put some respect on Moses Caicedo. This man deserves praise. He has been consistently performing for the last 5 to 6 weeks. He has been really good, performed really well. His passing, his interception, his tackling. He has been an absolutely amazing guy for us. He's an amazing talent. Really good player. He just needed a bit of time and patience. So let's see what rivals say next year, because this man is proving everyone wrong. Fantastic player. Again, had a fantastic game. And I'm so proud of Moses Caicedo. I am so proud of Moses Caicedo. He really, really played well again. And I'm really, really proud of Moses Caicedo. He was really, really good in the game. And I praise him for that. He was really, really good in the game. And I give him a rating 8. I swear if Chelsea say him, we have a real, he's a must stay. Petrovic. He is. Petrovic is a fantastic goalkeeper, brother. And he should be staying at the club. There's no chance the club should chance in that. And I think, I really think he's going to be staying at the club. I'm being very honest with you, bro. And now coming on to the next one, that's another big one. That's Conor Gallagher. I think it is Jovel. I think creatively, I will again and again say the creative part is something he needs to do better. Creative part is something he needs to do better. But overall, is other part of the game, he was really good. He did his job really well. I think he took a really, really good player. And I think overall, he was again, I think I have to say, he was again really, really good when needed against big teams, pressing, winning the ball back, putting the pressure so they can go behind. I think people don't understand how important these small things are, how important these small things is. And that brings me to the next one, that is Noni Madueke. I think today was an off day for Noni. I think Noni now has 2 off days, and I think it deserves a rest. If we can drop him, we can. I think it deserves a rest. He's a really, really good player, Noni Madueke. I love him to bits, but I think Noni Madueke is again showing he's still a raw player. Yes, he has scored some fantastic goals in recent week, but as fans, we need to give him time. It's not going to happen immediately. That's not going to happen in this world. It will not be happening immediately. These things take time, patience, and a lot more stuff. So I think with Noni Madueke, we need this season we need to keep him with injuries. But even if he went to loan, it's fair, because right now looking at this lab, I just don't know. I'm looking at the way we are playing in the next match against Bournemouth. I'll rather want to see Palmer on the right side. I really want to see Palmer on the right side and nkunku in the number 10 role. That is something I really, really want to see. I really want to see Palmer on the right side, because Madueke is a really good player. But this is something I've been saying for a very, very long time, that he's still a very raw player. He's still a very young player. You will need to give him time and patience to develop. It's not going to happen immediately. You need to give him time and patience. And Noni today has again shown his inconsistency. He's a really, really good young player, but he's still very inconsistent. And that brings me to the next player to rate, as Mudryk. He was really available for just first 25 minutes before he got injured. And there was a really unfortunate injury. Lamptey should have been sent off. But I think how much can a deep talk referees? These are idiots. But Mudryk, whenever he had the ball, he was electrifying and looked good. The only problem that I've got with Mudryk today and overall in his game is this guy's first touch is really bad. Like, there were so many opportunities today where Palmer gave him the ball, first touch, use the left foot and put it into the back of the net, and he didn't even try that. That is something I think Mudryk needs to do better. Please people in the chat, do let me know. I swear if Chelsea sell him, he must stay. Petro. Yeah, I think Petrovic must be staying, to be really honest. And next one, Palmer, sensational. I'm out of the word for this superhuman guy. I'm absolutely out of the words for this superhuman guy, because he's absolutely superhuman. Palmer, again, fantastic. Mudryk or Sterling against Bournemouth. For me, bro, being very honest with you, I'll try to go in this match with Sterling, Palmer on the right side, and nkunku number 10, and then the forward Jackson. That's what I will go with, brother. Do you know your lineup? And Palmer for me has to be 8. It's a no-brainer. It's an absolutely no-brainer. This man is an absolutely fantastic player. Again, put a fantastic goal from his header. So again, that's the reality. And then coming to Nico Jackson. Nico Jackson again combining many, many opportunities, but he was just not the Nico Jackson we know today. His passing was very vivid, which is overall good, and he missed so many opportunities where he could have been one-on-one and he should have wrapped it up and we could have won the game. But again, I love Jackson and I know it takes time for him to develop. This is why we need to send an experienced striker and put Nicholas Jackson as an understudy to learn from him. And coming to the next one, there's Nkunku came on the pitch, scored a beautiful goal, troubled a lot to the other opposition for me today. He was really, really good. So I think Nkunku deserves an 8. And other ones, to be really honest, did not have much time. Sterling 6, did not have much time on the pitch. James and overall, people, I cannot wake up, bro. I'm lost. My eyes are absolutely paining right now because it's literally 4 o'clock at my place. I have to go to work at 8. I'm absolutely dying. But on the last, I will always love this patch. This means everything to me. This patch means everything. We can be in League 2. I love this. And I know there were always going to be good days coming. Could it be now? I don't know. But 13 points in the last 5 games. Back in Europa League contention. I'm so proud of the side. I'm so proud to see Nkunku back scoring goals. So proud to see Gusto coming on and putting an assist. I'm so proud that in some time with everything going on, we are just going to be a very, very neat side. Caicedo playing really, really well. Chiloba playing really well. I think we have a lot of positives to carry forward. And I think on this note, I'm going to end the video because I'm falling asleep here. I don't want you to watch me sleeping and just sounds are coming. So please, humble request if you can like the video because more people can watch it. If you can subscribe to the channel, it will really mean a lot. Thank you all. Wishing you all a great day. Thank you so much, Luko Bro, and everyone in the chat. Abhishek Bhai.